We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And no sign of him cooling down at all.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three. On the team. 57. Check 61. Matchbox light. Slam.
They run with Hines. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Down the man inside.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Any weapon.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Hines. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body. English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Big rip.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
We got three.
Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Eagles get over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 70, Indy, smooth. 54, get it.
On play action, now Breeze. And Anderson's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
10-2 stop.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Delta. 5.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Breeze going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
1st and 10 at the 37.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he'll find Hall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
39-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. You got 3. You got 3.
2 Jets bombers. 2 Jets bombers. Out. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, Alpha.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Now Breeze on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's got room. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check out. Hey, empty. Check. Flag down. 657.
They'll try the left side. Dukes. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Breeze. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, dude.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's able to find Wallace. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Now wins. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Empty.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Tight ends on Ringo. Recon, 132 fighter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
X3, 218, chop.
A gain of 2.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
That's good for a Jets. First down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's not going to get you draw forfeit. Small. No.
Hey, watch it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Got it.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 29. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze. That one complete to Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Darren Lee showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw is Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Greystone travel. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Haywood.
47 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays with the legs going. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On gain of 11, brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
36. Check. No. Switch.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's a part of that. 82, 82. Mike 54.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
All day, dog.
Check safety, check safety.
Run. Lucky. Watch twist.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, Echo. We ain't giving up nothing.
Back to throw, Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Slam. Shoot.
Throw left side complete. That's Wallace. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Philadelphia.
Go. 120. Kill. 44
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
That good for 22 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house.
82, 14. Hey, box truck.
In the base.
Back to throw. Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo, man, I ain't know what the hell man had going on that game. Oh yeah, going on. Man, I was what I finna say. I don't know what the hell going on my last offensive drive. I did a little RPO shit, nigga, threw that bitch right at the ground. I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? Y'all running the ball and shit. I'll run the fuck out this bitch though. Come on, man. Yeah, it's a lead, like basically playing like real life, just playing every game. 25 hours, JJ. God, what you said? What you said, man? Nah, we just pick regular teams and just go throughout the whole year. And then like once the Super Bowl over, we just reach like it start over from what you call like goddamn you go in the draft and free agents and all that, building your team and all that. Then you start the season over. It's fun to hear. Yeah. Oh no, I'm finna switch over now. I'm doing my little stuff. We went to that new movie theater, man. That bitch lit, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that bitch cold. That bitch is right. Man, that thing right. Got a bar, big ass bar. Then they cook real food. They'll bring it to you in the theater. Then the seats recline. I like that thing. I promise, boy. Then we had snuck a fifth in there. Well, wasn't no fifth. Yeah, it was like a fifth. We had snuck a fifth of vanilla crown that bitch. Ball getting drunk as a motherfucker. Ate me a big ass, man. They chicken strips so right. Those chicken strips so good, boy. Nice chicken strip. Drunk by our move started 10:15. It was gonna be me and Rooster and them too, but Rooster ain't get out till 9. And then when her friend had bought our ticket, so when we look back, man, it on everything. Yeah, it said it was sold out. I'm like, damn, got in the movie. I promise there was some seats in there. I'm like, man, them folks cold. I'm like, man, how the hell you gonna say it sold out? I know ain't nobody gonna just pay online and not come. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it go hard.